On today's Tech Spot, we'll be having a look at the Anker 2.4 GHz wireless vertical mouse. Ergonomic, wireless, attractive, and responsive. This comes to us from the good folks at Anker. Spot's going to provide the information down below, so if you want to check them out and pick up some really interesting peripherals for your PC, click the link down below. On the side, traditional mouse. In fact, let's zoom in so you can have a better look here. The traditional mouse strains wrist and arm over time, creating pain. Vertical mouse, on the other hand, encourages constant alignment for healthy long-term use. One of the reasons why Spot wanted to pick this up and give it a try. And then on the back, features include a scroll wheel, right button, left button, next page button, last page button, and DPI switch button. Features include ergonomics. Scientific design encourages healthy, natural wrist and arm positions for smoother movement and less overall strain. It's wireless. You can plug in the nano receiver and go wireless. It's attractive, sleek, and simple design, responsive, optical tracking, scroll wheel, and added next last buttons help boost your productivity. Certainly for more, go to www.ianker.com. What I'm going to do is take a break. I'm going to get this opened up, and when we come back, we're going to get a better look at the 2.4 GHz wireless vertical mouse. There's definitely more to come. Stay tuned. Included with the vertical mouse, you get yourself an instruction manual showing how to hook up, how to activate, and how to use your vertical wireless mouse. You also get yourself USB connection to plug this into any USB port to connect the mouse over. Featured on the front is Anker. Something that's so small, but I like the fact that, a small point to make, but I like the fact that companies are now branding their names across the USB keys or USB connectors. To plug these into your computer and be able to know right off the bat which one is Anker, your wireless mouse, which one is maybe your keyboard. When you're not using the mouse currently, you can take the connector and put it into the bottom section of your mouse and keep it out of the way so you won't lose it. It takes two AA batteries or two AAA batteries. Unfortunately, the AAA batteries are not included. Spot luckily does have a couple of AAA batteries. I just put those in there. Once the USB Nano connector is installed to your PC and your drivers have been installed onto your PC, just turning your vertical mouse on, it'll actually project a blue light on the underside of the mouse as well as on the side curved side of the mouse. Featured on the back is Anker there. Buttons to look for on the mouse itself, you've still got the traditional left and right mouse buttons. So assuming that the mouse is, if you're looking at it this way, your left and right are still using the same functionality as before, you're just now going to have it on the side. You've still got the track wheel. On the other side of the mouse, you can see the light is currently flashing. On the other side of the mouse is you have your page forward and page back. And then also you have your DPI switch on the top. Now, the DPI switch on the top will allow you to toggle in between 800, 1200, and 1600 DPI, depending on what you're used to using. As for the functionality of the mouse, surprisingly, Spot's been using it for the last couple of hours or so to get a good feel for the mouse. For starters, it's not a heavy mouse at all. It's only 95 grams. It's not of comparisons to what I would normally have expected with a larger mouse. Now, by larger, Spot really only means that if you bring in, say, a conventional mouse, yes, the vertical mouse is a little bit, not so much larger as it is just taller. But being a lighter portable mouse, I don't feel like it's clunky. Now again, Spot's been using it for the last couple of hours. It is relatively, there's a slight learning curve when using it. Your thumb's going to sit on the inside curve of the mouse, and then you're going to have still your buttons on the top there. For how perhaps awkward it may look, surprisingly, the buttons are exactly where they would need to be. And because Spot's using it as in a vertical formation, My arm can actually sit comfortably. I don't actually have to be turning my arm using the mouse as I would conventionally. Having it by a vertical standpoint, I feel like I'm actually having a lot more control. The mouse still moves fairly easy, and I have absolute no problems moving it at all. It's still got the soft rubber cushions on the bottom there, just to give you that extra little bit of glide when you're moving the mouse along. To access the side buttons, the same idea as the top left and right. Because they are right by my thumb, I don't actually have to feel like I'm straining myself to get to those buttons. I can do them right away. Even to some extent, the DPI button on the top is readily available and readily accessible. It is light. It is very easy to use, despite the fact that when I first got it and I got it out of the package, getting used to the idea that I'm not using the mouse this way, I'm using the mouse this way. After I got past that stage, I did find it to be a very comfortable mouse to use. By the way, also, you're looking at, it has a lifelong clicks of 100 million, or 1 million, so you're going to get a long life out of this mouse. You're not going to have to worry about long-term wear and tear to this mouse. The only thing is, it's a shame that it didn't come with AAA batteries. But I find many peripherals nowadays don't seem to tend to come with them. But aside from that, I find it's an extremely comfortable mouse to use. And all things considered, very surprised with how easy and how used to the mouse I actually started getting. Only after about an hour or so, I was already used to having my hand in this position. And since using it in the last couple hours, I've actually noticed absolutely no strain at all from my hand. So it's a really revolutionary design, and if you certainly want to pick one up and give it a try, I'm going to provide the information down below. Today's tech spot, we're having a look at the Anker wireless vertical mouse. Taking the idea of an initial mouse, the very core idea of a mouse, and just finding a way to retool it definitely makes all the difference. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's got more tech spots heading your way. I'll see you guys next time.